waves will climb and the engines will roar as the lights go out, and away we go between both. Just lead out behind the Classics. Into block point corner they go, and around the leaders come.
Right, so it's Michael Hitchcock lead out on Franco Don. Straight away down towards Perdamina Fastron, but the V8 muscle gets stuck in there. And having a look, Louis Powell in that 2-litre Escort still sitting up there behind him. When Louis brings back an RX-7 Mazda, I don't know. But in the meantime, he's there in the Escort.
Yep, you see them all leading out this huge group of cars coming down towards turn number 1, block point corner. There's Louis Powell, there's Momberg, there goes Fadi Mouton, Brian Evans, there's Boetie.
Corner now. Still Michael Hitchcock leading out there in the Crosscape forklift Ford Mustang, and Mava in that Porsche. Up behind him there's Ferdy Maton, then Brian Evans, and then
Michael Hitchcock pulling away now from Franco Donadio, and Louis Powell, the 1 and 2 position escorts in 2nd and 3rd, and then the rest of the field comes through. There's the Capri, there's another Mustang. Tail of the Classics.
Yeah, no, the Fines having also a great scrap there. Arnold Lambert still leading out there, but that's great. There's your leader going down into turn 5. That's Michael Hitchcock. That 68 Mustang Coupe giving it absolute storm warnings out there. Franco Donadio, and have a look at Louis Powell putting it sideways in the Escort. Wow, is he having fun out there or what? Rest of the field coming through. There's the likes of
Michael Hitchcock, the Cross Cape Forklifts entry. Roger Lewis was just behind in the MG. in the fine cars class. So the first of the lap. Trevor Bomberg and Brian and Jared Evans rather, as they run down towards Pertamina Fostron and still passing that back bar of Roger Lewis. That's still sitting in class in the fine cars. As now there goes Brian Evans and Fatty Mouton. There's Josh Dovey and Boetie van Sail, and once again Rocket.
Still fending off Jared Evans. That's a good scrap there. Fatty Mouton and Boetie van Sail coming through there, but he's got Josh Dovey on his inside. Dovey. He's like a little Lego block in between all these.
Of the classics, but there is Fatty Mouton and Brian Evans really fighting it out. Brian's son Jared just ahead. You can see his son in the distance. Boetie van Sail. That's your top three, mixing it up with some of the classics.
Screen is right up behind Fatty Mouton. And I'm telling you something, he's now suddenly got a turn of speed and is now passing the guys at an alarming rate.
Yeah, look how close that is getting now. Josh Dovey is mixing it up. That Jeanette is so light and so nimble that it's really, it's smaller than the Escorts. And generally the Escorts are the smaller ones. Minus, of course, the Morris of Calvin Beekman and the Minis that we don't quite see anymore. There they go. Into frame as well. With 2.5 laps to go, and Josh Dovey's off and into the foam he goes. Luckily that foam was there. That softened the impact by a major margin, but you also saw the amount of water that was sprayed up in the big puddle. So that'll definitely put out a double waved yellow, a single waved yellow for now.